Driving fast on a racetrack is no easy feat, and this poor Mini Cooper SF56 proved it in the worst possible way. A car went out of control and slammed into the guardrails on both sides of the road multiple times. A car accidentally pressed the accelerator instead of the brake and crashed into the back of the car in front. A sudden cut-in from another vehicle caused the truck to tip over a reckless move with heavy consequences. This is the terrifying moment a truck driver risked his life as his vehicle slid along the edge of a two-way bridge barrier. The impact was brutal. A speeding car veered off course and crashed into the concrete median. Always drive within control, especially in tight lanes. During a dramatic race between two aircraft, one suddenly burst into flames just after liftoff. Speed thrills, but it also tests every limit. The collision was intense metal, met concrete, and smoke filled the air. Drive cautiously near fuel zones where danger multiplies fast. Misjudgment on a clear road, the car struck a stationary vehicle and flipped. Street awareness is just as vital as steering. A car was crossing the road when it was hit by another car traveling at high speed. As the small truck climbed the slope, a rogue wheel rolled in from the opposite side, causing a minor but surprising collision. Even loose parts can create real danger. A car suddenly sped over the tram tracks. A tractor truck was carrying a car on top, and when it reached a curve, the car fell off onto the road. A small car pulled into an intersection without looking and was struck by an oncoming truck. A small car pulled into an intersection without looking and was struck by an oncoming truck. On May 31st, the management board of the Noi Bai, Lao Cai Expressway, reported that the accident occurred at 2:00 p.m. on May 30th at the IC9 toll station on the Noi Bai, Lao Cai Expressway located in Phu Tho Town, Phu Tho Province. The plane lost balance mid-air and crashed in flames into a crowded area. Miraculously, no one was injured. A narrow escape in the face of disaster. The car cut across the road unaware of the speeding truck and paid the price. Never assume the road is clear. Intending to back up slowly, the driver jolted forward in reverse right into someone's living room. Always double check your feet before you move. With no time to break the driver's last-second swerve, flip the truck. Emergency moves can save lives, but they come with risk. The small car turned without checking right into the path of an oncoming truck. A moment of carelessness can lead to lasting consequences. The woman was walking on the road but not within the designated pedestrian crossing, which may have been a factor contributing to the accident or a dangerous situation. The clip captures the moment a Dodge car lightly tapped a Porsche 911 sports car that was making a U-turn. Shortly after, the Dodge lost control, crashed into the median, and flipped over. The accident recently occurred on Union Boulevard in Colorado Springs, Colorado, USA. Despite the intensity of the forest fire, the firefighting aircraft successfully minimized destruction. In the fight against wildfire, every second
Yes, you want that.
A wheel failure during takeoff rollout led to flames bursting from the landing gear area. A fiery halt before the sky could be... An aggressive move by a passenger bus nearly causes a collision as it squeezes past another vehicle in motion. Too fast or too heavy, the truck tilted dangerously while cornering, showing how balance and load matter on every turn. The heavy truck failed to slow down in time, crushing the line of traffic ahead. Brake early, especially when distance is tight. Trying to squeeze through a narrow gap, the Toyota SUV miscalculated and failed, turning a shortcut into a crash course. No engine running, no warning signs, just a sudden blast from the truck's cabin. Mechanical issues can strike when at least expected. Despite the blaring horns from nearby vehicles, the driver failed to notice the impending danger. and the crash was inevitable. Warning signs are useless if ignored. Just before takeoff, the engine compressor stalled with a loud pop, and a burst of flame, a dramatic reminder of how fragile flight preparation can be. The trucker took off with a full load of grain but forgot something crucial. A moment of neglect can unravel an entire journey. A man got out of the car but forgot to put it in park, and the car started moving on its own. The photo shows a serious traffic accident involving a silver car that crashed into the roadside barrier and appears to also involve a large truck. Just moments before takeoff, the aircraft pitched forward and slammed into the dirt, halting its journey before it began. Mechanical checks save more than flights, they save lives. It started as a simple reverse and ended with a car on the wall and a motorbike abandoned mid-road. Know your controls before you shift gears. A dangerous pass gone wrong, the truck lost balance and flipped down the slope. One wrong judgment can tip the scales toward disaster. The aircraft barely left the ground when it collided with a tree, cutting short the flight. Even small misjudgments near takeoff can have serious consequences. A simple parking attempt turned chaotic when the driver hit the gas instead of the brake, crashing straight into a beauty salon. Always double-check your pedals. Though it happened in 2020, the footage of this truck overturning reminds us that even a split-second mistake on highways can lead to chaos. The semi-truck flew out of control from the bend ahead, spinning across lanes and barely touching the dashcam vehicle. This near miss is a chilling reminder curves aren't just turns. The first hit on the traffic light could have been a mistake, the next two just showed carelessness. These structures guide traffic, not entertain crashes. The truck collided with a turning car, then lost control and flipped after crashing into a residential fence. Thankfully, no injuries, but the damage tells another story. Caught in motion, a truck lost control on the road and overturned suddenly, no warning, just impact. Heavy vehicles demand steady hands at every turn.